Welcome to the General's Gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Rise of Nations. We've returned, as always. Every single time we cast Rise of Nations, we feel the need to remind you that we aren't done with Rise of Nations. We will return with Rise of Nations, despite people always leaving comments saying, "Are you guys casting more Rise of Nations?" And we're like,
you
yes,
guys ever cast Rise of Nations?
we're casting Rise of Nations, calm down.
Are you ever going to cast Rise of Nations
Look,
again?
probably. You know what, let's just stop right. I've changed my mind, actually. Let's quit this game right now. Let's cast some Call of Duty Black Ops. So today we're going to have FatalDosage as our Chinese.
You'll be playing off against Mr. Komida.
Komida!
He will be our Egyptians. Very swaggy. And we'll flick the fog of war off so you guys can see the scouting
Big
path.
fan of this scouting here for Komida.
MLG scout plays. Like, maybe the scout's tired. I mean, he's been walking his dog for ages. It's just, yeah, big time investment, so.
What? Look, it's been a while since we casted Rise of Nations. Do temples gather food? Or is that farms?
No, that's farms machine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, temples, they don't gather food. I don't really see the bonus to getting this. I mean,
It's China,
man. Like, you get large cities
doesn't
anyway. It's like, why do you want to increase your hit points? Like,
it should definitely be farms or
another
market.
city or an
So,
expansion.
Perhaps
I don't
we
know.
aren't in for a particular high tier game here at Rise of Nations, but that's fine. You know, whatever. I don't care.
This is like a plus 30 wealth MLG strat that he needs 90 wealth for. I don't know.
He's got 40 food income, and it's 82 here.
For the Egyptians.
For
Food's good, guys. People like food. Food's a thing you can
Putting
get.
a market as well.
Wow.
So
Market, that's weird.
good start here from Komida.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from his, yeah, he's scouting a little bit weird, but that's fine. He'll get there eventually into the swing of things. But a very quick city here for FatalDosage, which is very nice to have. And don't you want the temple on the forward city? That gives you territory and makes the city easier to defend. So it seems strange putting. Oh, he's getting taxation out. Okay, but still, you can get that on the forward city.
Yeah, I don't really see the bonus of getting taxation a little bit earlier. Shouldn't you wait until the city's done? I mean,
especially because if you build the market, you get 10 wealth. So he's getting pretty much the same wealth that he would have got if he built a city, built a market rather.
Yeah.
And then he would probably have more. It was at 24, but I mean with a caravan, that should be equivalent. It actually has a lot of territory though, man. This map I think it's on tiny rather than small. I think most players will. Oh no, sorry, it's on. I think it's called Arena. Is the small map. But I'm pretty sure you want to play on the map that is called small, which is a bit bigger. But either way, a bit of a territory lead, I suppose, here for FatalDosage. We're definitely the economy swinging in the favor of Komida for now, but let's see if that keeps up. We actually have a dock for our man Komida as well. Hasn't sent his fishing ship out just yet, but getting the ships very efficient because they give you wealth as well as food, so it's nice to get that. And that's going to be the second city here for Komida.
Yeah, it's a good map for it, actually. And Komida, it's weird. He didn't go for the early science. I'm not sure why. It's odd. He hasn't really run into any ruins, but there weren't really a lot of them.
I think there was two up here.
Yeah, I mean, so it's not a big deal, but generally you do see that science open. I think that's pretty much all we've ever seen.
Yeah, well, yeah, because not only do you get better ruins income, which is obviously a big deal, but it's also, it makes your other resources cheaper. Plus, I believe it gives more sight range, doesn't it? Increases the line of sight for all scouts, so your scouts are going to have an easy time scouting. So, again, I think this is not a high tier game by any means, but at least we are seeing a different play style, which can be interesting to see. And so, will they go for a quick, heavy, or rather ranged cavalry harassment? Because that's kind of the meta in Rise of Nations, which can be very punishing to players that overcommit to early economy. We actually have double science here from FatalDosage, making use of his Chinese bonuses, getting cheaper science. I think it's 10% cheaper science.
20% cheaper science. So, and it is a pretty heavy investment into wealth income as well from FatalDosage here. Goes for the market in addition to having that temple and taxation upgrade. He's got the market out now, so those caravans are going to start running in between cities. So yeah, caravans have started now. So his wealth income's going to be pretty nuts, but still, it was the same.
Is there any fishing?
Because
okay,
the fishing
that's
started,
right.
yeah, because that's obviously plus 10 wealth income as well, which is a very efficient way of getting wealth income. So, yeah, I don't really understand the taxation. But, hey, who am I to judge?
Don't hate, appreciate.
I'm just a massive Rise of Nations casual that enjoys casting it, so...
250 to research classical age because there's no science. Has a fair bit of food and of the wealth. There's not much timber, so we'll probably see him go science then tech up. Definitely ahead of our man FatalDosage by a lot actually. Yeah, that's not good. But anyway, that's fine. Once FatalDosage gets his missing ships online, should even things up. And this is actually a really great rare resource as well. The salt, it gives you cheaper barracks units. And you're going to be building a lot of barracks units. So that's going to pay off, I think. Alright, bro.
What?
Look, he's got a merchant.
Is that even within range of city harassment? Or?
Yeah, he can just put the...
He can just hit it with a citizen even.
Or go
Punch
in
him.
the city and just fire arrows at him.
Kick the merchant. Yeah, that's pretty bold.
What do we have here? Silver. Oh, okay.
Unless, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird that you go for that merchant. Unless you go for like an insta wonder off the marble.
This is not going to last very long there, but there isn't that many rare resources on this map because it's very small. We also do have the silver getting the age advantage down, which we see FatalDosage has used to tech up. He's on the classical age now. He's going to be building a lumber mill of all things. Okay. He doesn't have this woodcutter's camp fully saturated, so that seems a little bit inefficient actually to go for that lumber camp. Especially before he's going for a university or anything else.
Yeah, and so easy to max out as Chinese as well with instant citizen creation. It's just like, oh, I need like 20 more citizens.
I have 20 more citizens.
Easy. No real big problems there.
It's especially great when you're playing against bots or playing on land because then you have no lag. Whereas if you're playing online, it's not quite instant. Wait, is this seriously a no rush game? Wait, why does he have 600 food? Oh, wow. Bro, you need to tech up, man. You can't have 600 food.
Teching's the thing you should do.
I mean, I float in Rise of Nations, but I don't float in the Ancient Age. That's not when I float.
It's not a good time to float. It's not ideal. But I do like this though. This is very chivalrous. This is like sharing a rare resources. Look at this.
Chivalrous?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, they're just living in harmony.
Super nice. Harmony would be a better word for it, I suppose. So, I guess we don't really want to talk about medieval battle etiquette when we're only on the ancient and classical ages.
Yeah,
we should wait a bit.
You gotta be historical accurate here. Like, okay, we have a barracks here. So Komida, he's not too concerned about no rushing, but I mean, he's gonna have what are they even called? Is it hoplites? Are the ancient age units? I think they're hoplites. Which, oh man, tech up, bro. Like, what's his plan? Why isn't he teching up? He doesn't even have science.
Make it stop, machine. Make it stop.
Yeah, hoplites. Tech up, bro.
Okay. Is this a masterclass on how not to play Rise of Nations, or?
Okay, he's teching up, but he doesn't have science. But either way, at least he's teching up. It's good.
Can you imagine how many units could be created? At least, I don't know. FatalDosage isn't looking amazing, but he's not floating resources, so.
Yeah, that helps. Has his university as well. Has the 57 income. He doesn't have
maxed out scholars as well.
Yeah, going for a second university, not going for a barracks, not going for any military units. Okay, classical age. All the resources are gone now for Komida. What did he spend it on?
So Komida, you haven't got him selected. Oh no, you do. Huh. I don't know.
Oh, look, he's queued up. He's queued up. He's queued up
11 citizens.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's a good way to spend it, though. You want to definitely get the villages.
Yeah.
It's just a very inefficient way of doing it. Is queuing up 11 of them at once.
There's
but
a lot
that's
of
fine.
opportunity
That's
cost
fine.
involved there, but that's okay. Someone should be playing China, man.
Yeah, man. He wishes he was in China right now.
Clearly have the factions
Getting
mixed
the instant 11 villages would be quite nice. Do that for wonders sometime. I want to build a wonder. Okay, there's 10 villages now. Let's build this wonder. So
no worries.
Still going for his science. He has commerce 2. Upgrades definitely favoring Fatal Dosage, putting a 3rd city as well.
Super expensive for Komida to actually do these techs without unlocking science. It's a weird strat not going for science. I mean, I guess he doesn't have any knowledge income. Yeah, so 1 science at the moment. He doesn't really have a lot of knowledge income. Obviously, science is quite knowledge expensive. Lot of fishing ships though. Yeah, this is like brutal income. This is crazy.
Looks like Komida's also been denying the fishing ships here from Fatal Dosage. I don't see any in the water.
No.
It's all red.
Double trireme out from him as well, protecting the fishing ships. It's actually really good control over the watered area, which is quite smart.
Yeah, so there's more food and there's more wealth definitely here for Komida, getting his Senate now. So perhaps we'll see him go for the Republic to get that commerce cap raised. Has the level 2 science upgrading now, and still no university, but a 3rd city here. So now the merchant's actually within the territory of Fatal Dosage. The cities are very close. They are quite vulnerable to getting sieged. This is where one of the Chinese advantages comes in handy. They start off as large cities, so they're a little bit stronger, and more borders too, actually.
Indeed, you're right. Yeah, it says national borders, yeah.
When it says extend your national borders, I don't know if that's more than small, though. Or if it's the same as the small, I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure it does. Even just a little bit.
Where's Prolays when we need him?
Yeah, I know, man.
Our man Prolays will know.
I think we need him on... We need like a beeper for Prolays where we can just text him Rise of Nations questions and then he can answer them mid-cast rather than in the comment section below.
Yeah.
If ever you're confused about anything that we're saying or we're confused, trust me, it's in the comment section. It's down there. I mean, people know what they're talking about.
There's a few people that are generally quite helpful with the analysis.
Which is good.
I can't remember their names, but there's only a few of them. So thanks to everyone that does leave the comments.
I appreciate it.
You know, our Rise of Nations videos. If you have managed to stick with us for this long in this game. Has the Colossus being built now? Only 1 villager, so it will take a time, but Colossus is a very good one to 2 rush out. You see that in all manner of high-tier games.
Oh. Especially, there's no reason to not build universities when you have that 1k wealth float. It's just like, where's that max out on scholars? I want to see it. Stay on the uni machine. I want to see that scholar max out.
He did it with the villagers. Do it with the scholars.
Inefficiency, thy name is Komida. We can do it. Tower going to be going down now as well. Okay, well within the bounds of Komida's territory. That's quite a nice tower.
Building a tower to kill the merchant.
Yeah. Also covers the area between the city and the mine as well, so it provides some degree of safety to that lumber camp, and just, you know, it's generally nice to have towers.
I think it's probably you're better off building it next to the city more, because you really want it so...
Can't easily be sieged.
Yeah, exactly. So then if your opponent is attacking your city, you're going to have a tower hitting the melee units. That's what you normally see in pro games. I mean, same with the castles in particular. You're building them behind the city rather than forwards. But, you know, either way, it's still good to have one. Building a 3rd city now is Komida.
Yeah, it's been pretty light in terms of harassment that we've seen so far. Really haven't seen a lot of cavalry harassment that we generally see coming out. No early infantry builds either. Both of our players really just looking for checking. Hey, there's the uni max out.
It still has 1,000 wealth though. Yeah. It hasn't maxed out the other one either.
Much more happening at the moment. Hopefully we'll start seeing some unit production. FatalDosage currently on the medieval age here. Upgrades just about the same. Komida behind in science and commerce at the moment, just by 1. And FatalDosage with 50% of this land holdings as well. Getting a fair bit from that taxation, so his wealth income's looking pretty good. Merchant gets sniped by the tower. Actually, that's it finished. I'm surprised that FatalDosage didn't back away. Could be important to keep those merchants alive when you have a few rare resources on the map.
Yeah, I think we may see some of the more later ages, which I know some people have been hanging out for. They always want to see the late stages in the game, which rarely happens in high-level 1v1s. Generally, the latest the game will drag on is Industrial Age, and even then, that's not always the case. It's, you know, it's most of the times, I would say, Gunpowder and Enlightenment is when it ends.
Yeah.
But we could see that
a
here.
lot of gunpowder ends, I think. So yeah.
I think maybe one mistake here though from FatalDosage. He's not contesting the water at all. That be even then though, he still has a better economy apart from a bit of a wealth difference. But it doesn't actually matter because he's spending his wealth. It doesn't matter if you have the resources. You need to actually spend them.
Yeah. I mean, you're not playing. What is it?
Off-road trading.
No, who's the float?
Oh, Dutch? Is it Dutch?
Yeah, it might be Dutch, yeah. I see you have lots of cash in the bank.
Here's some more.
Some more, yeah. That would certainly assist in Komida's playstyle. He should consider a faction swap. Man, that is so inefficient Colossus construction, though.
This is strange.
What happens if you've started it?
Yeah, I think definitely...
Does it just get cancelled when one gets finished?
I don't know if you get the refund either.
I don't know what happens. We'll have to keep an eye on it.
Yeah, I think when it comes to building the Colossus, you really want to use the Chrono Boost to get it out much quicker.
You think so?
Yeah. Maybe even double Robo.
Yeah.
Just to get double Colossus coming. Yeah, so let's have a look at the resources, because I don't actually know if it gets refunded or not. He's actually got a few villagers building it, but it won't finish in time.
No, unless he pulls every single villager, then it probably will.
And you got to remember that
that'd be pretty next level.
That you know when your opponent is building it, so he should have seen it coming. And in the in-game UI, it would tell him he's building it. Okay, so it does get refunded by the looks of it. Yeah. I think the wealth went up.
Yeah.
Right, but it wasted time. You know, could have built something else instead. Has that Colossus finished now? Giving the extra wealth rate, population cap, and commerce cap for wealth and timber. So it's a very great resource. Wealth, very valuable. Not that it really matters in this game, but wealth, very important for cavalry, the knights and the range cavalry, generally the two most prominent unit types, as well as obviously teching, science, and scholars. So wealth is one of the most in-demand resources, which is why Colossus is quite favored, I would say. So not many units here.
And normally, as a general rule, much less access to max out your wealth commerce cap than there is for maxing out food and lumber, and I guess mines are a little bit less than those two, but generally you don't have this much access. Generally you need a combination of caravans and taxation and other sources. You don't have access to 20 fishing boats in the water to try and increase your wealth income.
So, the Hanging Gardens is finishing very quickly. Give him the extra wealth income. Which is a shame, because he can just build scholars. But he's spending his resources now. He's going for his medieval age. Man, he's really behind.
Yeah, he's really on gunpowder, man.
Already.
He's so far ahead. Maxing it out. Still, not a lot of military. He was pretty vulnerable. He's going so heavy into
vulnerable
tech
to what? Phalanx?
Yeah. Well, he was kind of vulnerable. I guess less so given you're playing as Chinese.
No,
this is the problem for FatalDosage. She's made the ultimate mistake of not going Terracotta Army as Chinese and getting free Fire Lancers. So, the most OP best animation unit in the game, in my opinion. So, I can't tell you how much I love Fire Lancers machine. I'm all over it.
Yeah. I'm aware of that. I do remember my birthday last year. Yep. You spelt out happy birthday, Callie, using Fire Lancers.
Yeah. It was quite hard. The little guys don't really like to line up in orderly word-like formations. So, big challenge. This attack will not work coming in from Komida, having only the catapults and really a pretty lackluster infantry army when it's a large city.
There is no temple, however.
Yeah, no. That's a library,
what?
right? Yeah, there we go. Right, yeah.
What?
What? Hang on, what?
What?
I've just noticed.
There's 3 libraries.
I just thought, I was thinking in my head Chinese temple, then I'm like, wait, that isn't a temple. Why are there 3 libraries?
Hey, Prolays, why would you build 3 libraries in a game of Rise of Nations?
Prolays?
Prolays, right?
He's just laughing on the phone, guys. He's just laughing. I don't understand. Well, look. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a lower tier game.
Okay, so with 3 libraries, right, it means that you can get multiple upgrades simultaneously. But
that isn't applicable. You never really get 2 upgrades at once. you're generally kind of like spending it when you have the knowledge
Yeah,
and stuff.
exactly.
Like you're never pressed in a game of Rise of Nations to get more than one upgrade at once.
The only time where that's relevant is in the late game when you're getting those ultimate tier unlocks.
Yeah.
The artificial intelligence and so
Take
forth.
ages.
Yeah, and they take a long
Yeah.
time to get. And so if you lose your library during that, you have to restart the upgrade. So in the late game, you might want to build a couple, like, and I'm talking like late game, build a couple just so you don't lose your progress of those high tier upgrades. But in this situation, there's no reason to be getting multiple upgrades simultaneously if you're spending your resources correctly, which doesn't look like our players are. And you know, if an upgrade is cancelled, okay, it's not a big deal. It's putting a stable, so now we're having more units being built. We have some medieval age units here. The trebuchet, a castle's being built, and is that Proles? He's getting.
Bro, that's not my phone. That's your phone,
What's not?
isn't it?
It has a cracked screen, Blake.
But why is my phone whistling? Prolay says no, there's no reason to get more libraries. Why is there sound on? I clearly put my phone on mute.
No, but I had the sound icon.
Just in case, maybe, did you turn the sound on when you asked Prolays to contact us? Or, yeah.
I don't know. So, constantly hitting PopCap is Komida. Is there a wonder that gives you PopCap? I'm pretty sure there is.
Yeah, there is. It's
Wait, no, didn't the Colossus did it? Yeah, the Colossus does, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if we're gonna exceed
Chris
the.
by 50, but isn't there another one that does as well? I'm pretty sure.
Probably.
Like, is it one of the Russian ones? Like the does Red Fort give you more PopCap? No, it doesn't. Maybe there's not. Yeah, I knew Colossus did, but.
No, it doesn't look like it.
We already know what Terracotta Army does, so POP.
Okay,
Anyway,
Enlightenment Age
there's
and
the tech,
Gunpowder
yeah.
Age. So,
Still a full tech ahead every day.
oh, Temple of Tikal. I think that's a lot of timber, if I can remember correctly. It's a lot of timber. Timber, Matt, your timber gather rate by 50%.
Who needs a lumber mill, man?
Yeah, that's pretty strong. And increases your cap, increases temple effects. Wow, okay, so this is actually a very strong wonder. It's just it's pretty expensive, but either way, getting that one out. I'm enjoying seeing the variety of wonders. We normally only see the tier 1 wonders in competitive play, the Colossus Pyramids, Hanging Gardens. We rarely see more than that, I think.
Yeah, given they give you relatively strong abilities for early investment.
Yeah, we've seen Terracotta Army a few times, but and the Forbidden City, we had a nice base race for that. That was great. But I think that's actually it. We haven't seen anything else in competitive play, which is a shame, actually. Statue of Liberty, Enlightenment Age. That doesn't sound right. When was the Statue of Liberty built?
When was it built?
Yeah.
Well, it was a gift from France
1800s or something?
to the USA in... Yeah, probably, maybe.
I suppose in Industrial Age is probably late 19th century onwards to World War One. So I guess it probably makes sense.
Kind of accurate, so yeah. I don't know what date it was sent over.
It's pretty crazy just sending you this giant statue.
Do you know the original color of the Statue of Liberty?
No?
It's like coppery bronze. Like
Really?
the green is like
They repainted it?
No, the green is like the effect of like time on the metal and stuff like that. So yeah, it was like it's a lighthouse. Like that was the original intention behind the Statue of Liberty, like the torch and stuff. It's like a lighthouse. So yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, I thought it was because it gives all ground unit and airbase upgrades for free. Isn't that why?
Yeah, plus like I'm pretty sure it reduced the attrition damage inflicted on your units in your enemy territory by 100%.
Right.
So when the USA are invading all these other countries, like not suffering attrition damage.
Oh. Whoa.
France thought it was like an appropriate gift for the United States, and it turns out that was pretty correct.
Well, we have a 4th city here for Komida. Still very small armies. High economy, low armies. This is just not what we're used to here. Not what we're used to. Looks like we have a bit of idle villages as well. Definitely should press the idle. Oh, is that idle villages?
No way, it can't be.
Oh, okay. So what? 4, 8, 12, 15. Yeah,
15 idle
you always
workers.
hit that. I mean, it's on tilde, so it's. You know, whenever I'm playing, I mean, not as much as I should, but I'm kind of keeping an eye on it and just seeing So I think that's all villages.
Yeah,
but
gives you double click tilde, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. But well, one click is a select, single is idle. Maybe 3 of them or something. Yeah, 3 of them is all of them. That's quite handy actually. But yeah, when you're playing, you should definitely keep an eye on that. And whenever you want to build something,
just idle villager. Yeah.
Yeah, rather than pulling a villager from a mining structure, just get an idle one if you have one.
Yeah. Now it gets them all in the same spot as well. So, gotta keep an eye on them. Gotta keep an eye on them. So looks like we're heading into a later stage game. People have wanted to see this, and it is an opportunity for us to show it off. People want to see tanks and explosions and fun things like that, and no engagements.
And if you want to see tanks and explosions, we do recommend you watch our Company of Heroes 2 content.
Yes.
There's generally more tanks and explosions.
We're currently playing a No Rush 20 game. Ah, no! The first engagement.
Yeah, well, unless you consider some fishing ship harassment. These are the Carracks, which are medieval age. And this is probably just a scout, I think. Yes, a scout. So, by the way, if you guys do have any great replays, please do send them in to us. The email's in the description. I just downloading these replays off of, I believe the website's called rontxp.com or something, and we have no way of knowing if replays are going to be any good or not. So we kind of just jump in to the game
and roll with it.
We kind of fast forward them sometimes. We didn't do it this time, but also the problem with doing that is it can spoil it. So it's, you know, if you guys do have great replays that you think would make an exciting cast with a lot of action, some high level games preferably, then please do send them in. Makes it easier for us to cast Rise of Nations, which I know you guys do love, and it's not something that we do very often. We want to make sure it's the best when we do go to that situation. We have the Enlightenment Age ships.
Oh, completely rickety-wrecked the Carracks in a no short order. So maybe we'll see FatalDosage start punishing some of these fishing ships coming out from our man Komida. I would personally love to see that.
Do I have the Archon Hawk permission to fast forward?
Oh, look, man, this game's slow as hecko. And I don't think I can just sit here and like just watch anymore. We should slow it down every like minute or so and just like see what's going on, but well, let's compare economies. We'll play it now. We'll compare the economies. So we'll flick back between them. So,
wow.
Yeah, big advantages here.
Look at the medal though. Big advantage for Commodore and the medal, but that's about it.
Approaching the max commerce cap as well now. So I
don't think we've ever seen economies this high. Because normally in our competitive games, when we watch pro players, I use the word pro, I just mean the top players in the community. I mean, some people get really butthurt about, they're not pro, they don't get paid to play, therefore they're not pro. It's like, well, pro just means the good of the game.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, pro, it can mean someone that is paid to do it professionally.
Yeah. Whereas we use it more in the sense of like...
Well, but if you look up the dictionary term, it refers to both. It says someone that's paid to do it, or it says someone that's just very good.
At it. Yes.
Yeah, so I say pro, it's just an easy way of saying the top players in the community. So that's what I mean by pro, is top players. But yeah, anyway, so the games do not go to this high level economy. They're always... pulling out units, aggressively denying economy. There's always harassment, so... And this is the level where you start to see players flood up resources because they have a lot of income now. Yeah,
we've got Komida going for another wonder here as well, catching up a little bit, adding on an additional one. So Taj Mahal here will be, wealth income increased by 100%. It's next level, so not even 50% from Timber.
By 300, that is insane.
300 commerce limit, jeez. It's so rare that we get to see these late game wonders.
Yeah, it is expensive, but it's definitely good if you can get it. And I feel like also in these pro replays, you'll get punished for it. You know, if you're building a Taj Mahal, you're going to be down, what, 10 squads?
Yeah.
Which could make a big difference. So I think that's one of the reasons why. But
anyway. Definitely there are clear winners when it comes to these matches. Just through harassment, and it's just like taking a city off your opponent often leads to the end of the game like really quickly. It doesn't take long.
Almost
an engagement. City's actually being sieged here, machine. So Chen Chung's taking a bit of damage. Yeah, get to see a bit of pure action.
There's no anti-tank here. Well, anti-cavalry, I suppose. Just a bunch of the Manchu riflemen. Still going for the city. It will get focused down.
I think Komida's trying to win on wonders, bro.
Yeah, that actually will work. That's true.
What's he going for?
Assuming this is standard, I think it is. That's the anchor watt, which is the metal, I think. Yeah, I'm good at this, man. I'm good at this.
Not too bad. I'm just letting you roll with it. You're doing pretty well.
I still don't think there's a temple here either.
Metal income increases, but again, if you're not turning it into units and winning the game, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's to be fair, it doesn't have much metal, but this is where you use the market. This is where you just sell all your resources that you have excess of and turn them, or rather buy the resources which you actually need. That's what you should be doing all the time. 5,000 wealth.
Next level floats. Go for another science off that pretty easily. Science gets super expensive. What's the next science?
That's the ultimate science, though. That is the ultimate
it's
science.
It's only 1200. Oh, wow. It's pretty low, actually. I thought it was more than that.
Maybe this is on cheaper resource price, though, because you know how you can set the library research?
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was, but...
I could have sworn it was more than that. I'm pretty sure it must
we are
be cheaper.
on not the cheaper type, but yeah, whatever, that's fine. So going for the city still, not making any moves though. It has a bit of a forward line of the towers, and it's still just the Manchu infantry.
How does Wonder Victory work again? I have to try and remember.
So basically, every wonder gives you X amount of wonder points.
Yeah.
The high tier wonders give you more.
Yeah.
And it's first to, I think it's 15 wonder points.
Okay.
But I don't actually know if this game has wonder points
in it. I mean, you would think so. The Statue of Liberty is going up now, so...
Yeah, it looks like it. And then I can't remember if you need to hold it for X amount of time or if you just win.
Yeah, I've never won via wonder points in a game of Rise of Nations.
Nor have we casted one either. We have the machine gun teams, which are absolutely ripping through these Manchu riflemen. Not really good unit mixing here for FatalDosage, who is floating up 6,500 wealth and just a lot of resources. This is where you want to throw down just 5 barracks. You go...
the Arcanhawk special.
Yeah, the Arcanhawk Deluxe is where you go that, and you just go shift, doof, 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 and you bind them all to control group, whatever you have it, and then you just go, and then you just all your resources are gone, and then Madam Weddle, and you go market. I have a hotkey for it. Yeah, caps lock is my hotkey, and you just go buy, and you okay, number 4. And then you just have 100 units queued up, and you're like, all right,
okay,
I'm good.
Win the game. So,
this much resources as a float is a little bit too much. Your Terracotta Army, oh man.
And we actually see Komida overtaking FatalDosage in wonders as well. In age, he's going for an extra age. And Terracotta Army, wow, yeah, that'll close the game out, I think. So.
Oh, GG, 100%.
Yeah.
Machine gun teams here for FatalDosage. No attempts at a flanking maneuver, though that may change as we have a couple of tanks taking out the farms. Scorched Earth tactics. This wonder's a little bit vulnerable here, but whatever. Has a lot of cities as well. A lot of empty space though. Down here.
Plenty of room for more barracks,
actually,
I think, machine.
This map is Australia, right? This is incredibly inaccurate.
Outback, yeah.
This is not accurate at all because there's a lot of things in the middle of the map.
Yeah.
And there's nothing on the coast. If it was really Australia, you should only be allowed to build your cities on the coast. Oh, look at this. We have some bomb catchers. How sneaky.
This is next level merchant harassment. MLG plays. Loving to see it.
Yeah, it's going to be...
Our friends the T-70s are starting to take out the...
I don't know if the T-70s or not.
Yeah, well... I always like to think of them as T-70s.
They look like T-70s.
Light tanks, but yeah.
And...
starting to take out the farms.
Well, they're the industrial age, so they wouldn't be T-70s.
No.
Yeah, like tractors with machine guns, the French tanks, basically.
Right. So, I think the Statue of Liberty's done. Terracotta Army is on the way. Komida currently on 13 wonder points, so yeah, so
where does
close
it say?
to 15. Down the bottom right, has your wonder points.
Oh, yeah,
your wonder point advantage, obviously, like, if your opponent builds a wonder, it'll cancel out wonder points, so... Airbase goes up as well. We haven't seen one of those in a while.
Wait, so wonder points, it's a difference, not a sum.
I'm pretty sure it's the difference, yeah. I'm pretty sure, like, the Colossus will take off,
right,
like, wonder points. I think competing wonder points.
Because it says that there's actually none for FatalDosage. It doesn't say anything.
It actually has. Yeah, it just can't. It's a wonder point advantage, I think, would be a better way to putting it, so...
All right, we have a lot of bazookas. A lot of bazookas, wow. And then we have these tanks. They're, Churchills, I think?
Yeah, they look like Churchills.
Yeah. What are these? What are these doing?
Tank rifles. I'm not sure what they're doing there, McKean.
Yeah, that was my question.
Yeah, it was the more accurate question, so... I guess that's 15 wonder points. I mean, how many more does he need? Komida going for the pyramids now. I think it's time for another patented... Oh, no, maybe not time for another patented machine fast forward yet.
But look at this float.
There's more city sieging going on, bro.
This game is going to end just because FatalDosage has 20 ,000 unspent resources.
It actually breaks the game if you go over 9,999.
I don't have enough RAM in my PC to handle any more resources afloat than this. No, just kidding. I have too much RAM. I have a lot of RAM. Nuclear weapons, though. Who was that?
FatalDosage has nuclear weapons.
So he has nuclear weapons. I mean, nukes are for leveling cities. They're not really for winning you the game. They're not like Supreme Commander, where you just nuke and you just win. Man, nukes are so OP in that game.
So what are those things then? Weird looking SU-76s or
howitzers? That's like the Hummel or the Priest.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a pretty big army here. Pyramids are completed, so now it's 16 wonder points. And city captured, so that's going to be GG here, and oh man. Okay, I think he spent his resources, but nukes take a while to build. He's researching nuclear missiles, but you have to actually build them afterwards as well. He has an airfield, I don't think he's really done much with it. He's building the fighters. I can't remember if bazookas actually attack air units or not. I don't think they do. No, they don't. It's just you need the anti-air units from the siege factory. Not like Command and Conquer where somehow, an infantry-based rocket launcher just shoots down planes.
Easily, no worries, man. Everything's a stinger in Command and Conquer world. Yep. Looks like Komida's finally pulled ahead here, Machine. He's up. Looking pretty good, and there is the resignation at 37
we didn't even see nukes.
And that was the dream. That was kind of the point of this cast, that we get to see nukes, but...
well, I mean, that wasn't a very interesting game. Sorry.
Maybe I had fun seeing a little bit of later game stuff, but yeah, not our best.
Please send us your replays if they're good. Oh,
we would appreciate it.
Yeah. That's a lot of resources, man.
More than the average amount, yeah.
How much? That's probably about... that's what... I mean, it's 100 per unit, so it would be about 30 squads.
Yep.
30 squads, and that's about 3 or 4 different types. So that's about, in total, for all resources, that's maybe about 100 squads.
Yeah.
Selling off his wealth, buying metal if as he needs, selling off his oil, whatever. He probably could have had, like full pop cap, 100 squads.
Units, yeah.
So that's a little bit unfortunate there. But oh well, I hope you enjoyed the cast. I know, some of you have wanted to see the more newbie campy style, I suppose. But in future, we will fast forward our replays. We actually normally do. I just kind of forgot. We were having technical issues with 0 hour, so we were kind of just, let's just cast something. I don't care.
Yeah, we
just
had to get in the casting mood. So,
yeah. Oh well.
Thank you for joining us.
See you next time.